Some of you may be wondering, how do you make summertime homeschooling fun? Well, you're in luck because I've got a few ways to help you make summertime a fun educational experience for your children and a fun experience for you. So I already mentioned using different resources. So let me tell you what that might look like. It might look like worksheets instead of textbooks. It might look like unit studies instead of your online courses. It might look like field trips and activities instead of technology. Those are just a few ways to change things up. If you use one of those, then use the other. Whatever you normally use, just try and go away from it and change things up, because you never know what your kids might enjoy or what you might find works really well for them that they don't even recognize. Also, I mentioned before, cater to your kids' interests, but also cater to their learning styles. I mentioned doing as many sensory activities as possible. Really pay attention to how your children learn, and then use those learning styles to design a summertime homeschooling opportunity that they would really enjoy. So, pay attention to whether your children are hands-on learners, auditory learners, visual learners. However they learn, pay attention to that, and then create a summertime homeschooling opportunity for them that really benefits those learning styles. I also already mentioned, don't have long days. It should be short days, short learning opportunities. The only type of long day it should be is if you are outside enjoying the outdoors, on a field trip, hiking, going to the water park just for a fun homeschool day. That's the only time it should be a long day. As far as sitting and learning with different devices or different learning resources, it should not be a long day. It should be a short day. Get outside your four walls as much as possible, even if that means taking whatever resources you want to use outside into the yard. Get outside. Unless, again, if you are a southern homeschooler, stay inside, use those resources, and then sit under the air conditioner. I remember those days in Texas, but for those of you that are not in the South, get outside as much as possible. One great thing that I have done in the summertime with my children before is I used summertime homeschooling to test out a curriculum that I had been considering for years to see if it worked for us. And I didn't do the full curriculum, like a full day, but I tested enough throughout the summer before the new homeschool year to see if it would work for us. So if you are looking at a specific curriculum, try and find it used, or at least even just a portion of it used, and then try using it in the summertime if you're just not sure if it'll work for you. That'll give you the opportunity to see if your children respond well to it, or even if you even like it. Read aloud. Read aloud is so important. Do that on picnics, at bedtimes, over dinner. However you can incorporate reading aloud with your family, summertime is a great time to really do it. And if you don't normally do it, it's a great time to start doing it, because it won't be so out of the blue. The kids will think of it as like a fun summer thing, and then you can just continue doing it through the rest of the new school year just around the corner. Have an educational game night. There are so many games out there that are educational. Grab some board games, card games, and sit down and have fun with your kids, and they won't even realize that that's what you're doing. Movie nights are also a great way to incorporate an education. There are many, many movie studies out there that you can use. Contrast and compare opportunities. I have resources for both of those things on my site for you, and it is a fun way to make learning an educational experience and make it a family event. Educational game nights and movie nights are a great way to have fun in the summer while homeschooling your kids and giving them an education that they don't even realize is happening.